Hi and welcome. My name is Cindy Harrison and thank you for joining me in the studio today. My goal today would be to get you comfortable with using the computer as an educational tool. I hope you enjoy this process and stay tuned at the end of the video for more online opportunities. Today we're going to do some marble art, and I started with a shipping tab that you can get from Staples or Walmart, anywhere. It's just a regular normal size shipping tag. It's 4 3/4 by 2 3/8. Go ahead and take your tag and pull the little string off of it. You can set that aside or throw it away. Then I'm going to take my tape, fold it over onto itself and put it at the top. Press that down. I'm using deli wrap in here, and it's going to be in a shallow tray. This happens to be the lid of my Stay Wet palette. So that is down on the surface flat. Now we're going to take some lamp black and we're going to use our number 10 flat. Put it in the water first. So I put it in the water first, and then I take the water out on the paper towel. Go over to your puddle of black and base coat the whole tag. You can pause here, and when you're done base coating your tag, then you can come back. Now make sure that's completely dry, and when it is, we're going to take some Snow White, and I'm going to take some light avocado. I'm going to put a puddle on my palette of these colors. Then I'm going to take some water and mix it in. If you have the eyedropper, take your eyedropper or your, I forget what they call, pipette, and put some water in with your pipette. Mix it so it's inky, thin but not too runny, and then you're going to pick it up and you're going to put it on your deli wrap in different places. Do the same with the green. Pick that up and put it on the paper. Now that that's on there, go ahead and take your marble and drop it in the middle. And now what we're going to do is start rolling it around. And roll it around as much as you want, and then when you're done, you're going to wash your marble off. You're going to blow dry your design, and then we'll go ahead and we'll paint on it. So pause here, go wash your marble off, and blow dry your design and separate it from the deli wrap, and then come back. Depending on how thick your paint is will determine how long it will take to dry it. You want to make sure that it's completely dry and that there are no bubbles squirting out paint. At this point, we're going to paint on some grass. I'm going to put out a puddle of foliage green and a puddle of evergreen. Go ahead and take your number 4 and I'm going to go into my puddles of paint, put one on one corner and one on the other. So if you can see that. One in one corner, one in the other. You can tap it on your palette or we'll go right to town here. But you're going to pick one side or the other, flatten that out, and twist. So let me show you. I flattened it out and then I twisted and went off with the bright up. I don't know that it matters one way or the other. But it's kind of like I'm making triangles. And don't be afraid to cross over the two colors. They're kind of going every which direction. Some are shorter, some are fatter, some are squiggly. But I'm going to make sure that I have one that is at least bent a little bit. So go ahead and play with those, and when you can pause here, put your grass on, and when you're happy, blow dry that and then come back and start the video again. See you soon. Pick up your 10/0 liner and I will go in and pick up some of the evergreen first, and I will just flick it, and I'm literally flicking. If you watch this motion, flick, 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 flick. That's all I'm doing. Just putting some narrow lines from the bottom up. If you want to have a little bit of moisture in your brush, make it a little inky. They'll go further. They can be longer. So we're going to put those on here. And these are going to be little short grasses. And then same with the foliage, add a little water, flick some of those up. Just kind of gives a little added thickness at the base. And curve them and make them look more natural so they're overlapping each other. Blow dry that and then come back. Put that aside and take out your butterfly. Let's paint her. I'm choosing to paint her with some dragon fruit. Take out your number 4 flat and go ahead and I put it on the paper towel first, and then I'm painting it with the dragon fruit. Now you can do this while it's still wet with some of your white paint. So on our big brush here, make sure all the water's out of it. Pick up one corner, tap it out, flip it over, tap it out, and what we're going to do now is go on the outside of the wings and soften that color out. If the pink is still wet, that's even better. Let's see how that works. So it's like 2 or 3 tones of pink. If you want to go back with your liner brush, pick up a little bit of that black and you can paint her head and her body. Let's blow dry that, and be careful when you paint the other side that it bleeds through onto this side. So you might have to redo the white. Okay, while that's drying, set it aside and let's paint the back side of our tag with the black. After you painted it black, make sure it's completely dry and then come back. Now that my back is dry, I'm going to flip it back over, and this piece of grass, blade of grass that's going sideways, I'm going to stick my butterfly there with some glue. But first I'm going to take my liner brush and a little bit of the white, and let's give the head a little stroke and the body a little stroke, so it's like a highlight. So now with some glue, you can glue it on. You can either put your string back on or find some pink ribbon and put some pink ribbon through there. And you have a tag, and on the back side you can put to and from. And there you have a tag. If you've enjoyed this lesson, you can find more like this on cindyharrisonart.com. In the studio, we will have several pre-recorded lessons listed there for purchase. And in the section called Paint with Heart, you will find our recordings of our live interactive art lessons. They are weekly, they are free. All you have to do is come. You will now be notified since you've signed up with your email address, and I promise you'll only get an email once a week that will explain what the subject is of the upcoming lesson and the supplies needed to join us. Hope to see you again soon. Take care and paint with heart.